We know how to turn women on because we are women.
Believe it or not.
How to turn a girl on.
Ooh. We recently did a video which was how to turn a guy on, so if you want to check that out, make sure you do, because lots of guys, actually lots of people ask about that question, so we thought we'd reciprocate and do how to turn a girl on.
Yeah, I mean, and we know how to turn women on because we are women.
Believe it or not. I know it's a lot of you are thinking, well, it's easier to turn a guy on than it is a girl on as well.
Oh my god, so many comments on that video were just like, just get naked.
Yeah,
well,
innit?
it's like,
well,
also
really
like
work
it's
that.
such a stereotype that guys are really easily turned on and women take a really long time to turn on.
Yeah, it does go for that generally, but it is a stereotype.
I just think it is harder to turn men on than a lot of people say. Some men are very sexually active, and these are all the ones that are like, oh my god, it's so easy. And obviously the other half of the team aren't typing that on YouTube, so we never hear from them.
Yeah, as well as there's two types of turning on. You've got the physical type and you've got the mental type.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of, I mean, yeah, for men, it is way easier to turn them on physically, but mentally, are they really there? Are they really enjoying themselves, or are they just going along with it and doing what you want to do?
True.
It's the same with women, you know, like us women, we are known to need turning on and mentally stimulating our minds before our bodies can work, but sometimes it can be the other way around.
Yeah, so I would say turning a girl on mentally,
it's all about,
very important.
yeah, and it's all about relaxation and making someone feel comfortable enough
very comfortable
to let go. That's the
Yeah.
only time that I've ever been able to find pleasure during sex and actually orgasm, is when I'm at my most comfortable.
Definitely.
Within myself and comfortable with the other person as well.
Like having that trust between each other is
Yeah.
really important.
Especially like when you're being eaten out. I know we're jumping ahead, but being comfortable and just not overthinking and not having your mind where it should be.
It's
is
really
so
easy to
important.
not be turned on whilst being eaten out.
Oh my god, your mind goes elsewhere all the
Yeah,
time.
because you're just like paranoid about like them being down there. Like I remember when I was younger, I was just like, oh my god, what's happening?
Yeah, and just, are they looking at my weird vagina? Can they smell me? Do
What
I
about
smell
my
good?
pubes?
Yeah, my pubes. Is there something gross down there? What if I've got discharge? Or what if I've got like a bit of toilet paper down there?
Yeah, literally, this is all going through our heads whilst you think that we're just like,
Yeah, like they're lying there.
oh yeah.
It's like, no. But to be fair, the only times I can enjoy being eaten out is when I don't have that shit going around in my head and I'm just like, you know what, whatever, fuck ever.
Yeah. So first of all, how do you turn you on, Reed?
I'm a tricky, that's probably a bad idea to go into that. Play with my feet, give me a foot massage, like I'm there. Let's have a tickle fight. That's me personally, but everyone's so different. What turns you on?
I don't really know, because I feel like I just suddenly get turned on without even having like stimulation. Like
Just comes into your
it
mind.
just kind of just it's just like that, and I'm like, ooh, hey.
Oh well, hi. I mean, there's
It's a really weird one. It's just like almost simple. But then also, say I wasn't in the mood and someone else was, and they wanted me to get into bed with them, I would say starting off by a lot of like touching.
touch is exactly what most girls want and need.
And like just a lot of kissing. Kissing really turns me on, like a lot. Oh my god, yeah, if I was going from like 1 to 100 really quickly, it would be through kissing.
Yeah.
Like having a really kind of like passionate, like connected make-out session.
I think most people are like that.
Yeah,
But not
so-
everyone. It
Definitely
just
not.
goes to show how different people are
Yeah.
and girls are. Best thing to do is actually probably ask, like, what turns you on, what gets you going, what do you enjoy?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be weird or sleazy, you know, it's fun to talk about.
Yeah.
It can be a nice thing. But you're so right, kissing is like the general, because we're thinking about the age that we are, where we already know ourselves and we know the people that we're with. And a lot of people watching this might be young and might have never turned a
True.
girl on before.
True.
A lot of girls also don't know what turns them on yet because they haven't experienced it.
Yeah.
So it's just trying to find out together and doing it in the nicest and safest and fun way as possible.
Some of my favourite turns on are someone whispering in my ear and like kind of blowing on my earlobe.
Yeah, that can really set you off. Or like neck, a lot of the times it's the neck.
Oh my
We've
God,
got sensitive areas, you know, you've got the erogenous zones, and people always think like tits and pussy, but it's not always tits and pussy. There's so many other things, like, you know, you've got your back, your stomach, your feet, your neck, everywhere. This area is so sensitive, and it's nice to canoodle and kiss and be intimate
I
with
would
each
say
other.
my neck is way more likely to turn me on than someone touching my boobs. Like sometimes I don't feel very connected to my boobs. I'm just like, yeah, they're just part of my body. They're not necessarily sexual in any way.
That's so interesting.
Whereas like once I get more into sex, like then it will start like feeling good. Whereas if someone went straight to my nipples, I don't think that would turn me on. Because I wouldn't be able to feel it yet. I feel like my nipples are only pleasurable when I'm already turned on.
And again, like mine's the opposite. If someone just started on my nipples, I'll be turned on instantly.
Yeah, so interesting.
So crazy how
everyone's
it works.
so different, which is why it's kind of this really confusing question, isn't it? Because it's like, well, how do you do it if everyone's different?
I mean, the best thing to do is giving it a go and trying out new things and practicing.
And like seeing how people are reacting to what you do, because you really need to, I guess you need to monitor people's like body language and behaviour whilst you're doing things to them to really know whether they're really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's like with communication. Communication doesn't have to be verbal. It can literally be just watching somebody, seeing if they're smiling, if they're sweating, if they're breathing
and quite
heavy.
often I think, especially when you're younger, you don't want to just go up to someone and be like, so what are your turn-ons?
Yeah, that's definitely more like a 30-year-old's game, you know, we've done all that shit, now we're like, so what turns you on? But when you're younger, it's kind of weird to do that. I'd be a bit like, I don't know, you know, I don't have an answer yet, so.
But it could even be just like reading like a sexy book, watching a sexy film together.
Oh my God, yes, sex scenes in films turn me on so much.
Yeah, oh my
sitting
God,
there like,
so much.
Whoo! I mean, that can always start things off. We've got the age-old Netflix and chill. If you want to start getting with a girl and turning her on, making her feel comfortable and watching a film so it's not just directly on her.
Yes.
Because
that was my biggest turn on actually when I was younger, when I was a teenager.
Really?
Whenever like guys would come over, we'd just put on a DVD.
Yeah, and then like...
But before Netflix existed, it was DVDs.
DVDs, yeah! And then you'd be touching and kind of like half watching so there wasn't too much pressure in the whole sexual activity.
Literally. So you're both kind of like focused on what's going on, so you're not like too in your head about what you're doing together.
Yeah, and also making someone feel comfortable in, you know, making them feel good. So telling them they look nice, telling them they smell nice, telling them like, I remember the first time I was really shocked when someone actually looked at my vagina that I was terrified of because I thought it was weird, and just being like, oh my God, wow, your vagina is like amazing. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, really? That's weird, okay?
That's so cute.
That moment really set the bar for me, being like, okay, well, if they think my vagina is amazing, maybe my vagina is fucking amazing. Like, tell people that. Tell people their genitals are beautiful.
Yes.
Yes.
Do it. It's so cute.
It's so cute.
It also just like puts them on that like level higher of confidence, doesn't it?
Yes.
Like being more confident kind of allows you to open up to other things. That'll turn you on.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with giving someone more confidence. Even if they've got loads of confidence, it shows a great deal of confidence in yourself being able to tell them that they're beautiful or this or that. It's like, I'm going off track now. You said about suddenly you'll be turned on. Remember, girls have a lot of hormones, and sometimes, especially around our periods, we can just suddenly get horny for no fucking reason.
Oh my God, I came off the birth control pill and I was in the gym and I was just seeing all these guys doing like press ups in the gym and like those other things, and I was like,
It's like so cringe, but it's like, oh, I'm so horny. That's all I can think about.
Literally.
I was watching fucking Spider-Man the other day, and I was so horny watching that.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's just hormones. It's my hormones going,
Yeah.
you need to fuck now.
One of my biggest turn-ons actually is when people really take control of the
Yeah.
situation. But I guess that's because I am a little bit submissive. So if you think that your partner is a little bit submissive, take control of the situation.
Yeah.
Grab her, make out with her passionately, and then like push her up against the wall.
And ask her if that's okay as well, because obviously we are in the age of consent.
True, yeah.
And it's always worth knowing whether or not they're into that, whether they like it. And if you
Yeah.
do like going a little bit harder, then making sure you have a safe word or a tapping system or something where you can both feel comfortable to
A
explore.
really good way of finding out what people are turned on by is through sexting.
Oh my god, I love sexting. It's the best time to find out what turns people
Literally.
on. And it turns us on when we're
So,
sexting.
yeah, oh
Like,
my god.
Oh my god.
So when me and my partner now first met each other, I went on holiday like 2 days after we first met.
Oh,
So
shit.
I was away for 2 weeks and we were sexting the whole
Oh my
time.
God.
Like literally
Stop.
every day. I was lying like out on a sun lounger, just like my vagina like throbbing.
There's something very safe about sexting because you're not in person. You can kind of get away with saying stuff, and you can also think about what you're saying before
Yeah.
you send it.
And you can like live out the fantasies that you've always dreamed of, which is a window into what turns them on.
Absolutely. So you kind of have like a pre-conceptual idea. Well, not everyone's into sexting though. My partner doesn't like sexting and he's never been into it. I love sexting. You know, you have to make kind of compromises and sacrifices. If you're trying to sex with them and they're not responding the way that you want, maybe cool it down a bit and try and change the subject or go somewhere else. Also, don't send nudes without asking first or without them requesting it first.
No.
You just want to always make sure that you're, trying to do the right thing, and there's nothing wrong with asking if it's okay.
Yeah, I mean nudes can be on turning if like people
Fucking
ask
love
for
nudes.
them and
Oh.
if they want them.
Turns me on so much when I ask my
Yeah.
partner for a dick pic. Oh my god, and I get a dick pic, I'm like, fuck yeah, that's hot. I'm gonna get that later.
I like weirdly I even got turned on by just like being like, would you send me a selfie? What are you doing now?
Yeah.
You just see them like seeing their face. I'm just like,
Oh my god, yeah, when you're that horny. Or a lot of the time to turn on a girl, ask them if you can have a sexy photo of them, because taking the photo of yourself can be really sexy.
oh yeah,
And you do a little sexy selfie, send it to the person, and they respond well.
Yeah.
And then that can turn you on because they're getting turned on
Yeah.
over you
Oh
looking
my god,
sexy.
thinking about all this like phone sex right now.
Oh, fuck, how to turn on a girl.
Woo.
Basically, just talk about sex. Yeah. You know what? Having an open conversation and a really honest.
That is so true.
Yeah,
That's the
that can
biggest
turn you
turn
on.
on. Just talking about what you want to do to each other.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be weird or sleazy. Like, you could
No.
fucking sit in a coffee shop and chat about sex.
Yeah.
And like, or on a date, and it doesn't have to be go, 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 you have to fuck now. It could just be an open discussion.
Yeah.
And, oh, it's so cool.
And other than that, just simple things like touching, kissing, eye contact,
Oh,
just
yeah.
like compliments. Anything. Go to the movies and watch a sexy film.
Yeah.
Watch 50 Shades of Grey. Like, I know it's shit, but it's also amazing.
It's also horny as fuck.
Yeah, whenever I watch 50 Shades, I'm just like, whew, I need to get my vibrator.
Yeah, literally. So you might be thinking this is more like preliminary stuff. If you're talking about more physical stuff, we've got a bunch of videos all about how to eat a girl out, how to finger a girl, how to play with a girl's nipples. We've got all that kind of stuff. There's so much that we can talk about on all of those subjects, which is why we've done separate videos for them.
Yeah, let us know if you want any more tips for turning a girl on and we'll make another video.
Oh hell yeah. If you want any videos, let us know and we will do
Yeah.
our best to make them for you.
If you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up
Oh,
down
okay.
below and subscribe to
Yes,
our channel and
please
hit that
do.
notification bell so you never miss us.
Amazing. As well as check out our podcast, which is available on Spotify and iTunes. Just search Come Curious and we'll come
It's
right.
actually available in loads of other places, but I don't even know their names.
No,
So
neither.
just-
It's available everywhere.
it is, yeah.
It's called Fucks Given.
Fucks given with asterisks.
Yeah, like F asterisk asterisk K S. It's really
Given.
complicated. Just search Come Curious
Although
podcast.
sometimes I've typed in Come Curious and I can't find it. So if
Huh.
Come Curious doesn't come up, actually type in fucks with asterisks. So anyway, go find our podcast
Yeah.
because it's actually quite funny, I've heard.
It's quite funny, yeah. I've heard, we've listened to it, it's funny. We're laughing at ourselves, like on the way to work. Like, we're fucking funny.
Oh my god, I'm so good.
Okay, bye guys, see you next week.
Bye.